So 43 minutes, let's begin. Look at your third question. So, kedai runcit dilaris yang dimiliki oleh ENG Uden beroperasi di Taman Covid Makmur Pekan. Semua rekod perekanannya telah disediakan tanpa mengamalkan sistem catatan bergu. So, this is a rekod tak lengkap question. And which kaedah are we going to use here? Guys, you look at it. We have one section, which is bagi area. We have the second section, which is penerimaan dan pembayaran, which means is buku tunai. So whenever buku tunai appears, this is kaedah analysis already, cannot run away. So let's follow the steps that I always teach you guys. First step is to find whether the baki of tunai dengan bank is given or not. Tunai dengan bank is given or not. And at the same time, we also need to find model hour for easier later on as we do our PKK. So how to find model hour? Yeah, you take A minus L. Jumlah ya, not just asset semasa tolak liability semasa. So baki of tunai dengan bank, we will check from baki area. Do you see 1st May, 30 April? So the front is BB, the back is HB. But you guys can see, right, tunai dengan bank, both is given baki already, so no issue. Then we proceed to find model hour. So you need to label all of them with their own klasifikasi. So tunai is AS, bank, inventory, ABT until gaji prabayar. Got 5 asset semasa here. Lengkapan, ABS, ABB is LS, and gaji belum bayar also LS. And there's one more thing that is pinjaman. Say can't really make sure that it's just LBS, but I will just put an L there to make us able to count our model hour. So you just use the bottom space here. Whatever asset plus whatever liability minus. Okay, so use your calculator now. Quickly press all these number and get a model hour. If you can get it, just let me know at the chat. Okay. So I'm going to add all together quickly. Minus 8650 and 50,000, yeah? Okay, so the answer that you guys should get for your model hour is equity per minute, yeah? Should be 14,580. 14,580. So the first step is done already. Now, second step is to do pelarasan. But pelarasan, we have two types. The first type is hidden. The second type is from your maklumat tambahan, very direct. So I will suggest do the hidden one first because you guys will forget about it. So where is the hidden ones? Always from your baki area. So do you see there is a gaji prabayar? There is also a gaji belum bayar. Both of them will be applied to your gaji, but it's a different concept because one is prabayar, one is belum bayar. So if you cannot remember, it's fine. Just follow HB. HB is the one we usually do. Terlebih minus terkurang plus. Terlebih, yeah? Nothing here, but it's okay. We just put the symbol first. Negative. So the front must be what? Terbalik plus. Already got label. Okay, then let's move on, yeah? Gaji belum bayar. Here, terkurang, we have to plus. Okay, so we put the plus symbol. The front is minus, but the front got no numbers. Means that conclusion, what we need to do is add 260, also add 580 into our gaji. So you go ahead to your penerimaan dan pembayaran down here. Do you see your gaji? Okay, got two numbers. Now we have encountered this kind of question before, and every time I told you guys, I don't care you use tunai or bank to pay, but it's still gaji, right? So you want to find the belanja sebenar, isn't it? You should combine them together first and then do the belasan together one shot. So I want to save time. I don't want to write everything so messy. So you all just use your calculator, combine these two positive numbers together. So 260 plus 580. How much is it that I need to add into the gaji? 260 plus 580, yeah? The total that I need to add inside is 840. So the sebenar for your gaji is how much? 500 plus 10,500 dengan 840. Answer 11840. So you scared you write at the back, it's not obvious. You can put nearby the name like this, belanja simple. So the hidden pelarasan, we are like halfway done already. Still got one more thing that you haven't checked yet. which is your asset bukan semasa. So why ya? Because rekod dan lengkap always like to come up with penilaian semula way to calculate your susut nilai. So you see, here got only one type of ABS, and the front and the back, is it the same? It's not the same. So answer is they want you to find out what is the difference, and that would be your SN dengan SNT. Logic is the front is the cost, the back is the nilai buku. So what they want you to find is the thing in the center of the, which is SNT. So now before we officially minus and find out the SN, you have to check first, did we buy any new lengkapan or not? Come into penerimaan, no lengkapan. Pembayaran, also don't have lengkapan. So since double confirm already, don't have lengkapan, means we can straight away find our SN over here. There's empty spot, right? So susut nilai lengkapan. I just write short form faster. 9,800 minus 8,002. How much is it? So you guys should be able to get your SN is 1,600. So at the same time, this number would also be your SNT. Reason because under Bagi area, there wasn't any old SNT before this. So the first time we accumulate 1,006. Meanwhile, do not keep this 8,002 like this. This is only a nilai buku to help you find 1,006. In the end, what's important for our PKK is I need to know what is the cost and what is the SNT. This 8,002 can be found easily once. So I want you guys to cut it off, change it back to the cost number. Change it back to the cost number. I'm not concerned for it because later as you do your PKK, you take 9,008 minus 1,006. Isn't it you get back to 8,002? So that is the reason why they put it there, is to confuse you, at the same time make your PKK cannot balance. So you need to change it back, yeah? Okay, so this hidden one have already done for lengkapan. There's no more hidden pelarasan. What is left is going to be under maklumat tambahan. So let's go ahead and solve this part. So number one, lori disusut nilaikan mengikut kaedah garis lurus. Okay, so every year is the same lah. Lori boleh digunakan untuk tempoh 6 tahun dan mempunyai nilai scrap 1,000 ringgit. So this one is the susut nilai formula called garis lurus, but not in percentage form. They give you tempoh usia guna dengan nilai scrap. So the formula will look like this, yeah. Cost minus nilai scrap divided by usia guna. So we apply this, okay, to our lori, but you don't write lori lah, guys. Lori have to be changed to kenderaan. So equals to, now what is the cost? Do you recall back up here, there isn't any lori before, but why suddenly got susut nilai? Because I bought a new one over here. Now, in case you will forget later, yeah, I want you to move this 37,000 up into your Baki list. Kenderaan, ABS, you put it at your 30 April. The front got nothing one. You know why? Because you guys are so used to looking at the HP. If you label it down there, later you will miss out. So the best is you put together first, easier to find. So we have a 37,000 of kenderaan. And they say this 37,000 of kenderaan is going to be left with 1,000 ringgit after using for 6 years. So we are curious as of how much has it depreciated. But you can't do just like this. You see, 6 tahun, if you divide by 6, means the number that you got is for 1 year. How long have you used the lorry for? I bought it on January, and our tempo is until April. So for this year itself, my susut nilai cannot take exactly 12 months for. I can only take January to April, which is 4 months. So the way of doing is the same one. You still have to consider tempo at the back. Because the answer here that we get, again, I repeat, is for 1 tahun. But I can't take fully 1 year because we only use for 4 months. Okay, so once you've done that, you should get your answer lah. Okay, so 36,000 divided by 6 times with 4 over 12. The susut nilai of our kenderaan is going to equals to 2,000 ringgit is a belanja. At the same time, because it's new, so of course, this is also your SNT. So you get the point already, yeah? For this question, PKK is going to have 4 RM columns because we have 2 SNT. So this point 1, settle, you don't need to keep this 37,000 here anymore because we move up to the Baki list. Okay, so second point. Perniagaan mewujudkan peruntukan hutang ragu 3% atas akaun belum terima bersih. So there isn't any changes to your ABT lah. So just take the baki akhir amount you borrow, okay? Borrow, yeah? 18,600 on your calculator, multiply by the 3%. Can you guys get 558? So that one you have to write by yourself because this question have no old PHR. If there is old PHR, it should be shown under the Baki list. Again, why? Because this Baki here is all showing asset dengan liability ma. If got, it should be here because PHR is a negative asset semasa. Okay, so don't have, yeah? We just put 558 negative AS, and at the same time, it will be our HR that is a belanja. Now, just when you think everything is done already, there is one more that you guys didn't notice, is our faedah atas pinjaman. You see, we paid 2250, but how can you guarantee that is the exact figure? So you see, up here in the Baki list, isn't there a pinjaman of 6%? Okay, so we're going to count first, all right? Remember, for your faedah atas pinjaman, right, you never use Baki akhir to count the percentage because it's unfair to the bank. You imagine me as the borrower, I drag my payment until the last date of the year. Only I pay. Then I gonna charge a 40,000 times 6% that I untung lor, but for bank, they rugi. So bank will never judge based on your Baki akhir. They will start from Baki awal to calculate. So you always remember, faedah atas pinjaman must base on the initial figure. So 50,000 times 6%, you guys count that. 50,000 times 6% is going to equal to 3,000. But you do notice that over here, we only paid 2250, right? So what you should do is substitute it into 3,000 as the serbana, while the remainder, you see there's a difference there, right? Is what we're going to use as faedah atas pinjaman belum bayar. So the remainder is 750 LS. Okay, so the two steps, found the serbana by using Baki awal 50,000 times 6%, substitute it as the belanja serbana, and then you find out the difference. Haven't paid is 750, but that's not all. Okay, you remember last time I told you all, when do you know your pinjaman need to split as LS or LBS? Is whenever they give you three details. That is the starting figure, starting date, and also tarik mata, which this question gave you all of them. Maybe you cannot notice, but it's here, When did they start borrowing? 1st May. 1st May 2019, isn't it the start of our tempo? So means this 50,000 was the amount that I borrowed since the starting of the year. So if given a guideline, we have starting figure, starting date, and also tarik matang. So what I would do is I will use my pencil to write the timeline out because it's like 19 to 20 ma. 1st May 19 to 20. So I want to see how many years is it until 24. So I go like this. 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23 to 24. So total, how many years did they give us to pay back all the pinjaman? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They give us total of 5 tahun. So you see, whether the amount we paid back is accurate or not. 50,000 divided by 5. 1 year, I have to pay 10,000. Do you see here? Exactly 10,000. So that doesn't matter because I already paid so that's why the Baki became 40,000. So what I need to do now is to plan for the coming year. For next tempo, how much is LS and how much is the LBS? Don't care about the LBS. We always concern about LS sahaja. I already settled this. What is left? I still got 4 more years. So 40,000 divided by 4. The first one is LS. The rest of them are LBS. So answer is say 10,000 for LS. So remainder is another 3 more years that we haven't paid, right? The remainder 3 years is gonna be 30,000. Now later by the end of the question, I will tell you guys other scenarios if there were to be a different payment. Okay, so I'll tell you guys what happened to that lah. But then pinjaman later on gonna have 2 times, one at LS, another at LBS. Okay, so finish already now. Whatever we have done is done. So what do we have to do is to label all the remaining belanja. So for hasil, right, we don't have anything. No hasil in this question. But belanja, we have gaji. Ambilan is EP, yeah. So to make the process easier, negative EP, we go and combine them together first. 120 plus 1004 is equals to 1520. Okay, tunai bank is a contra, so you see up down also have. Pinjaman, I don't need it anymore because I already seen it. Okay, we already paid, so 50,000 become 40,000, so nothing. And then that's it. All right, so now what should we do? We should follow them and prepare our account kalan. So now update you guys, we are left with 27 minutes to do all these 4 parts. So you need to be quick. Okay, get ready with your paper again. Label, this is the third question. Third question, yeah. Part A, we're going to do 2 of the account kawalan. So it's going to be again in T shape because account kawalan is a leja, yeah. You will need 6 rows for it. 6 rows. Account kawalan belum terima. Account kawalan belum terima. So reminder, yeah, if you're doing account kawalan, all you have to think about is your hutang. Is hutang pelanggan or your hutang kepada pembekal? And the students asking me, teacher, how I know where is positive hutang, where is negative hutang? Just rely on their classification. So asset positive is on the debit side, negative is on the credit. So once again, like this. Okay, so we will start where? Always for account belum terima, we have to start from the debit side because it's an asset mah. So 2019 May 1st, Baki BB. So go to your Baki area, look for account belum terima, just simple as that. So ABT for Baki BB is gonna be 12,500. 12,500. And then change all the dates to your year end, which is 2020 April 30th. 2020 April 30th. So what you do? Now the standard 3 things for your account kalan is BB, bank dengan HB. So this question, no ulangan, no discount, no hutang lapor. So it's just the basic 3 items. So we're going to have bank over here. Now I'm pretty sure that it's mostly bank lah, but if you are scared, you can check before writing in. Okay, so you see? Do you see kutipan daripada pelanggan? Is under bank. So we are doing a catatan bergu dengan bank from penerimaan is debit side, yeah, towards the credit side of our account kalan. So here you have 114,400. 114,400. Okay, completed with bank. Then what is the last step before you can find your jalan credit is to put in Baki HB. So Baki HB, go back to Baki area lah, of course. So it's 18,600. How to find jalan credit? Yeah, we save a space first. Jalan is always on the positive side because credit mah, hutang loh. Okay, so no contra inside yeah, dear. Contra is for buku tunai. This is account kawalan oh, there's no contra. Okay, there's no contra for account kawalan. So here we got a total up. Okay, credit side 114,400 plus 18,600. The answer is 133,000 on the credit side. Okay, so if I want both sides to balance, how much is our jalan credit? So minus 12,500, jalan credit is equals to 120,500. So since they asked for account kalan, yeah, you have to do perfect for them. Baki HB bring back to the opposite side, so it became May 1st again. Baki BB. Baki BB, 18,600. Now, don't wait already. Later, you all forget. Bring this jalan, 120,500, back to your question paper. Find for the word jalan tunai. Can you guys see? Okay, add at the back. 120,500. So how much is the total jalan that you guys will be using? Okay, add together. Our jalan credit is going to equals to 130,290. So this is going to be used at account perdagangan. But I will now cover the tunai word because it's already the jumlah of jalan. Okay, yeah. So I will answer your question later. You wait, you be patient, yeah. I will answer you later on, so don't worry. Okay, so just leave your question at the chat. Now I will move on to account kawalan belum bayar. No need to label anything because it's also part A. We will be using 6 rows in total. 6 6 rows. Okay, come. Account kawalan belum bayar. Account kawalan belum bayar. I'm not sure whether you guys are setting a timer or not, but I'm keep looking at the time. I hope that we can finish within it. So here we have liability semasa. LS, positive is credit, negative is debit. If you want it to be fast, you don't write debit credit anymore. Just put plus negative. Okay, so then we're going to start from the positive side as May 1st, 2019. So begin from its Baki BB. Also only got 3 things because this question got no discount diterima, no pulangan belian. So Baki BB for account belum bayar is 8650. 8650, yeah. Put it in RM 8650. Then change all your date to year end 2020 April 30th. 2020 April 30th. So standard 3 things again, yeah. BB bank dengan HB. So bank is gonna be on this negative side. Because why? You pay already, well, of course your hutang berkurang lah. So negative side. Where to find the bank amount? Go back to your penerimaan dengan pembayaran. That is here. Bayaran kepada pembekal of 88,810. 88,810. And lastly, Baki HB to be in. So Baki HB, yeah, take back the same way you took your Baki BB, 6950. 6950. So we combine together. We want both sides to be balanced, right? That's why, yeah, we're gonna jumlahkan 88,810 plus 6950. The debit side, we are looking at 95760. Okay, both sides also want the same thing. So belian is equals to, someone gave me the answer already, but I'm just gonna checking out. Okay, so yes, correct. The answer for belian is gonna be 87,110. So what is the last step? Okay, remember, do it perfectly for them. HB bring back as Baki BB. So we're gonna start again on May 1st. Baki BB of 6950. Okay, now done with the belian, let's go back to the question and combine the belian to tunai with this together so that we don't write the wrong number later on, yeah? So coming back to here, you see belian, right? It's a question mark, okay, but no issue. It's because you look at here, they ask you to do account tunai. Isn't it they already provided you with the Baki BB of tunai, Baki HB of tunai? So you just do like normal tunai way, then you will be able to find the unknown here already. But anyhow, we will still put the plan here first. I want to add on with belian credit 87110. So later, as I found my belian tunai, I'll just put into here, then we get the total amount for belian. So it's AKP. Okay, yeah. So finish with part A. Now let's move on to part B, that is the account tunai. Now I'm not sure why that you guys feel whenever they ask you to do account tunai, you don't know what to do, but actually is how you usually prepare your buku tunai. Exactly the same. So tunai is an asset ma. So of course positive is on the debit side, negative is on the credit. So account tunai, we just copy paste whatever they give you for tunai column. So start from the debit side, guys. Start from the debit side. 2019, May 1st, Baki BB. Look at your Baki area. What is the starting amount for tunai? Now for tunai, yeah, starting amount is 370. Okay, then now change the date, 2020, April 30th. April 30th. Both sides. Now copy this from your penerimaan dan pembayaran. Penerimaan will be on the positive side, so debit lah. You see, we only got one thing for tunai lah, that is 9790 called as jualan. So you go ahead and copy jualan in 9790. Now, if you want to ask me why I can't take the jumlah of jualan, it's because the back part of the jualan is from your account kawalan just now. It's not about tunai one. So you take only the printed amounts. Okay, negative side, then we have quite a lot there. We have belian, okay, which is going to be empty. Gaji, ambilan, and tunai di bank. We just take these numbers. Okay, so we have belian to be empty. Gaji of tunai is 500. Then we have ambilan tunai of 120. And the last one is tunai di bank. You are writing it as bank because it's a contra. You remember, right? Whenever you do your buku tunai, contra time, you cannot write your own name as an explanation. So of course, this is tunai ma. I'll be writing it as bank. No? Very logic. Okay, but don't find your balance straight away because you still need to put in baki HP before you can do so. So tunai's baki HP is gonna be 410. So we sub in already. Jumlahkan your debit side, not the credit, because belian is an unknown right now. Okay, so total up 370 plus 9790. This side is 10,160. So both sides also I want. Minus off whatever you see on the credit side. Answer for your belian tunai is 1630. Okay, so move your baki HP back to the opposite side. May 1st baki BB. 410. Okay, so what you can do now, bring this 1630 back to the question mark there. 1630. So as you add together with your belian credit, our jumlah belian is going to equals to 88740. And that's it. Okay, so then we can officially start doing our account perdagangan dan untung rugi already. So we don't have much time, we only have 16 minutes left to do both AKP, UR, and PKK. So we need to be super fast, okay? Get ready with your seat. Draw your line. Okay, no title again, later only you top up. So we're gonna have 3 RM columns. Again, same like perkongsian, what you did just now lah. Start from jualan. Take the jumlah guys. Jumlah jualan ialah 130,290. So we do not have any pulangan. That's why you can just straight away tolak cost jualan. So under cost jualan, we are gonna have inventory hour. So this inventory hour gonna be let me see 6,600. Put it at the center. 6,600. Go on by belian. This time your belian got no Audi no pulangan as well. So go ahead underneath of your inventory hour. So jumlah belian adalah 88740. Now y'all can recall, right? Whenever inventory added with belian, what is that cost name? Is it cost belian or is it cost barang untuk dijual? You must be very clear, guys. Your stages. So you add together and you let me know. Is it KBUD or KB? Cost belian or cost barang untuk dijual after adding together. Okay, yes, that's right. It's KBUD because whenever got inventory, then it's barang untuk dijual. Unless you only got belian dengan Audi, then it's cost belian. Okay, so write down cost barang untuk dijual. Then now the last step here for cost jalan is to tolak inventory akhir. So inventory akhir, we have the number to be 7,700. 7,700. So minus it off. Cost jalan is equals to 87640. So by now we still have our untung kasa lah. So this is cost jalan Untung kasa is equals to 42650. Untung kasa. Okay, right. So now this question does not have any hasil at all. So we do not need to plus hasil, just go on to tolak belanja. No hasil just minus belanja. So I'll go by sequence, okay? Wherever I put the items, I'll go top to bottom to search for B symbol. So the first one that I can see is my susut nilai lengkapan. If you're different from me, it's fine. You can just see whichever comes first lah, okay? Right, so susut nilai lengkapan. Susut nilai lengkapan. 1,600 to the center. Okay, second column. Next one after susut nilai is gonna be gaji. Gaji have a whole new number, It's gonna be 11,840. 11,840. And the next faedah atas pinjaman. Faedah atas pinjaman of 3,000. Susut nilai kenderaan. Susut nilai kenderaan 2,000. And the final one is our HR, hutang ragu, 558. So can you guys all get these 5 belanja? It should be just 5. Okay, all right, so combine together. $18,998 for in bracket 2 minus. So your total belanja, okay, hasil untung kasar tolak belanja, your untung per se is gonna turn out to be 23,652. 23652, and this is untung per se. Alright, so finish already. This is account perdagangan dan untung rugi. We still have 12 minutes to prepare your PKK. So PKK is part D, yeah? PKK is part D. So we will need 4 RM columns as mentioned just now because we have 2 S and T, right? So get ready with 4 of them. Okay, so cost for the first one, S and T for the second, and then nilai buku for the third one. Nilai buku for the third one. So let's begin from asset bukan semasa. Asset bukan semasa. So y'all can look from the baki area lah. How many ABS do we have? Yeah. So the first one should be the one we added on by ourselves. That is called kenderaan. Okay, the 37,000. Okay, so put in kenderaan. 37,000 for cost. Then what about the SNT? This one you have to look at your maklumat tambahan, ya. SNT of kenderaan is the same. They are 2,000. So if you minus off, your nilai buku is equals to 35,000. So finish. Now one more ABS. That is our lengkapan. So this one, as I told you guys, if you didn't adjust the number back, yeah, you probably take 8,002 to minus. So no, make sure you are taking the old figure. That is the original 9,008. Okay, cost, yeah, 9,008 of cost, bracket minus S&T is 1,600, so that we get the answer to be 8,002 as what they have given to us. Okay, add together. Our jumlah for ABS is 43,200. So we're going to keep it here, then move on to asset semasa. Move on to asset semasa. Now, asset semasa, we have quite a lot, yeah. The first one is tunai, but you be careful whenever you are copying your assets and stuff like that. You don't take the front, yeah, because we are doing PKK. You need to look at the HB. So for tunai is 410. Put it at the third column. 410. Next one is bank, 15,640. 15,640. Inventory up here. Inventory up here, 7,700. Then we have account belum terima. Account belum terima is special because you need to minus PHR. So you make sure to separate it, put it on the second column. So account belum terima is 18,600. 18,600 minus peruntukan hutang ragu. Minus peruntukan hutang ragu. 558. So you don't have to move one row down, okay? You can just put it on the same row. So 18,600 minus 558, yeah? Account belum terima is 18042. Now the reason why you can put on the same row is because there's no name for the total, because it's just a temporary amount we estimate for PHR. Okay, so now, is there any more AS? Supposedly, based on the list, there's another gaji prabayar, but you look at the baki arcade, gaji prabayar got nothing on. So therefore, we got no other assets already. That is it. So you can jumlahkan now the 4 numbers. Okay, 410 plus 15,640. 7,700 and 18,042. Our SS semasa is 41792. Can you guys all get the same number as mine? 41792. If you get a different one, can let me know, yeah? Can check. So if you guys have nothing to say about the number or okay, same number, then I will go ahead and minus liability semasa. Okay, so liability semasa. We have the first one to be account belum bayar, definitely. Every time there is account belum bayar. But this time we have our faedah atas pinjaman belum bayar lah and pinjaman LS version. So we're gonna put it on the second column. So account belum bayar leh is 6950 for baki akhir. 6950. Second one is our gaji belum bayar. Gaji belum bayar of 580. 580. Pinjaman of 10,000. This is next year's figure that we need to pay within 12 months time, okay? 10,000. And also faedah atas pinjaman belum bayar. Faedah atas pinjaman belum bayar. That is 750. So I want you guys to check, did I miss out anything or not? You guys also take a look lah. Is there any LS that I haven't written yet so far? Okay, so if there isn't any more, then you can just jumlahkan and bring back to the third column. So add together these four, yeah? 6950 plus 580, 10,000 and also 750. So all four together, our liability semasa is equals to 18,280 for you to minus. So 41792 minus 18,280. Wait, yes, correct. Your modal kerja should be 23,512. So this answer is our modal kerja. Modal kerja. Okay, kan? Modal kerja is positive. So add lah, okay? Add together with your 43,200. Answer for the total is 66,712. So our aim now is to be able to get your equity per minute the same as this number. But this question not only equity per minute lah, the bottom part will also have a LBS. So start from EP first. Don't perkongsian syndrome, okay? So perkongsian is different one. Here is the usual pelarasan way of doing PKK. So you should go back to normal already. We have to start from modal awal. That is the first thing you found just now. Modal awal answer is 14,580. We found it together. What? A minus L. Tambah untung per se. Tambah untung per se. So untung per se, yeah, get from your part C lah. Untung per se is 23652. 23652. Put in 23652. Add together. Equals to 38,232. Still far away, but we have one more thing to do, yeah, which is to minus ambilan. So ambilan, just now we already jumlahkan the tunai and the bank portion. So ambilan is equals to 1520. 1520. So then minus. How much is it? Your modal akhir 36712. So it's already correct because you still have another pinjaman of 30,000 that you just need to put under LBS. Then both sides is the same already. So liability bukan semasa, ya. Liability bukan semasa. Draw a line. So you have pinjaman of 30,000 for LBS. Okay, so both up and down is 66,712. All right, so I'm done already. We are just nice left with 3 minutes. So I will use these 3 minutes to explain to you guys now. But you guys can see right so far, we have used exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes for both the question 2, question 3, long one, as well as the first question. So of course there is a bit delay because the front I was explaining and stuff like that. So now I want to tell you guys, okay, if you didn't separate your pinjaman just now, what will happen is you can still balance, but your answer with the answer scheme is different. Because you see, just now here, if without this pinjaman, I will get 8,280. And as I move over, here will be 13,512, which when you add together, okay, it's 33,000, okay, 33,000. You add together with the upper part, what you will get is 76712. If you didn't separate the pinjaman, you put the pinjaman fully here as 40,000, you will also get 76712. So you see, it doesn't affect much. It's still balanced, but that doesn't mean you're correct. So you need to make sure when is the situation when I have to separate LS dengan LBS. Again, three things. They must tell you the date that is permulaan, tarik permulaan, amount untuk permulaan, which is how much I started borrowing that this question gave us, and as well as when is the tarik matang. Only under these three things given, you can split them into LS dengan LBS. So I give you another situation. That is, what if this sentence here is lacking of 1st May 2019? They just say matang 30 April. If that's the case, your pinjaman will just be LBS. Because what? I didn't know. Is this 50,000 the starting figure? I don't know, because they didn't tell me the date to be exact. So I don't know starting date. I don't know starting figure. What I know is the matang only. So why is it fully LBS? Because my tempo is 2020 only. If matang at 2024, isn't it still 4 years away? So it's longer than a year period. That's why it's LBS. Okay, now another situation, because I think a lot of you concerned, teacher, what if the bottom part here, 10,000, they didn't pay exactly 10,000, they pay more or they pay lesser? How? Okay, I give you guys example, Started was 50,000, and let's say the baki akhir is 47,000. Means what? Means at the bank area, the amount they paid for pinjaman is only 3,000. Is only 3,000. But after calculating, right, we know that if 50,000 distribute it to 5 years, we are supposed to pay 10,000 per year. So the baki here is obviously wrong. It's supposed to become 40,000, but there's an additional of 7,000. So what we should do is to separate it still as LS dengan LBS. But this is what happened. I will say that, okay, next year I still need to pay 10K. But for this year, how much are we paying lack of? 10,000 minus 3,000, we are paying lack of 7,000. So do not create this point such as pinjaman belum bayar. There is no such thing because pinjaman itself is flexible to be a LS and a LBS. So if you didn't manage to pay it, fine. Just bring it to the next year. Wow, there's a line here. Okay, so bring it to the next year. While our PKK will see 17,000 under LS and still 30,000 under LBS. So if it's supposed to pay this year, but you didn't manage to do so, you will continue to drag it to next year's LS. So there must be a base that is the yearly figure, but the 7,000 is the amount we lack of. Okay, right. So I'm gonna scroll back to SS Master, but so far, any questions that you want to ask me, I can answer you now. So someone asked me, he did a question for account kalan belum terima that have check talayan, discount diberi dibatalkan, just bertambah back to the hutang. So what you do is, because initially they gave you the check, you thought that you have to minus their hutang because they pay you already, but turns out that the check is tidak dilayan. Means I couldn't get any payment from them. They were cheating my feelings. So what I do is bertambah back hutang pelanggan. At the same time, the discount diberi initially was at the negative side. Now I batalkan, I write another point on the positive side to tally out the figure. So this never happened before. It's mainly just to make them both cancel off. That's it lah. Okay. So do we have to write the word tambah or can we just use symbol? What tambah? Where tambah? What do you mean? But we don't write any tambah word over here. There's no tambah word. If you want to write tambah, okay. You want to write tambah, can, but I don't recommend because why do you want to waste your time? So again, whatever I write here is exact format that you can show inside your exam. I don't write short form for you. Every time I write full form. So whatever that I put in short form means, yes, exam time, you can do like that. Example, SMT. Okay, so whatever rest that is you asking me about the symbol, yeah, of course you can put symbol. There's no such thing as must write tambah, must write tolak. You can write negative or positive symbol. Okay, yeah. Right. So now we already finished 1.5 hours for our bahagian A.